pretty sure she like works by herself.
All right. So, all right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Rayvon's podcast. I am famously known for starting and not telling people that I started. So sorry, babe. Yeah. So we gotta stop talking about people now. That'd be great. But you're here with You done with that thing, man?
No.
You done with that thing, man?
You know I don't stay still. Like, you expect me to sit here and stay still.
Oh, you stay still when that phone in your hand. Sitting there damn watching TikTok for hours. You'll be still then. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you were literally an iPad kid. Don't
be super still. Yeah. You said I'm an iPad kid. I don't even got one. Alright then. Yeah, there's two other people in this house who have iPads, and there's one of them that don't. Yeah. I'm back at it again. Another session, another day, just to hear some people talk. Just to hear some people talk about their stuff, their things, their thoughts on stuff. And I chose y'all. I allowed y'all to know who my fiance is, which I don't know. I was planning on that being like a secret for a while type deal, but like, I don't know. Who cares? So, Jasmine, I guess we're gonna tell them. Guess we're gonna explain to them how we met. But I guess before I explain my part of the story, how did you end up back in Thompson? Because like you went from Thompson to Aiken to Thompson, right? Or was it Thompson, Aiken, Thompson? Like, how many times was it?
It was Thompson to Aiken.
And then Thompson,
and then
right?
back to Thompson.
Okay. How'd you end up getting back here?
I should probably tell them how I got into Aiken.
I mean, hey, go ahead if you want to, because everybody else that I be having on here don't want to be talking about nothing. I'm joking, y'all. I love the people who've been on
here. Oh, okay.
I can't love the people who've been on here.
No, you can't. That's not what I'm saying. Oh. So, anyways, yeah, mm-hmm. my dad was the GM of Sonic, and they moved him to Aiken to run the store that was on Whiskey Road. Mm-hmm. And so obviously I was like, I was in 5th grade. So how old was I?
Like 5th grade, 9 or 10.
Yeah. So we moved to Aiken and went to school there. So basically I went to school there until my senior year. But my junior year I did online school because like February of my junior year I did online school because I wanted to work because I like making money. So yeah, I did that.
So all right. So that's a big question. How'd you know you like making money if you didn't make any money? Like, what were you like? Were you already working at Sonic?
Yeah, no. So I started working at Sonic when I was 15. I got my first. Well, my parents had bought me cars, but like cheap cars, and I was like grateful for them. But eventually, I was like, yeah, I want to buy my own car. And so my dad took me and he co-signed on a car with me, and it was like a 2014 Jeep Compass. And so
so you tell it.
It was cute.
So just the BTW. Your ass gave them hell about the cars that they handed you.
No, I didn't.
And then you went out and got a Jeep Compass, dog. A Jeep Compass is so crazy.
It was the 2014. It was nice.
That doesn't.
It wasn't a 2014. It was a 2011
Compass.
Or was it a 2014? I don't know. It was one of those, but it was cute. It fit me.
I'm definitely not gonna be. I'm definitely not gonna be affiliated with Jeep later on in the future because of the way I'm talking right now.
You're gonna put the picture in here of me standing next to my Jeep, and it fit me. Like it worked for me. Like I looked good in it.
Okay.
So, anyways. So the next weekend, we bought that on a weekend, like a Saturday. We came to Thompson and bought that. And my dad was like, okay, you're 15. You want a car? You want to buy your own car? Then you're going to pay for it. And I wish I remembered how much the payment was. But anyways.
You wanted to buy your own car at 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, you're going to pay for it. So here's your schedule. See you next week. So he put me on schedule at Sonic, and then... Yeah, I worked at Sonic, and I would literally, like, leave school. It was, like, 2 minutes away. Not even 2 minutes, like 1 minute drive from school. So I would leave school at 3, clock in by 3, change my clothes, clock in by 3:30. And, I mean, I wouldn't leave some nights until, 11:30, 12:30, just kind of depending on when we close. And I was missing out on things like going to football games or going to dances and whatever because I was working.
Right.
And I was like, I still want to do that.
Right.
But I still want to work because I like making money. I like paying for my cars. I liked being able to pay for my own trips, go to the beach with my friends.
So did you take advantage of your dad being the boss and worked your own hours?
No, absolutely not. I
Why
worked.
did you, so you telling me that didn't work out? Like you didn't end up like being able to go do the stuff and work as much as you wanted to?
No, like, I mean, my dad had the same expectations for me as he had for any other person on there. If he wanted off, request it off. I didn't want to request it off because I wanted my, the certain days off that I did have off, so I would just work it. So anyways, I switched to online school because I could work during the daytime. And I would work 5:30 to 4, if not 5:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. And then Saturdays, I would work 6:30 to like...
You worked 5:30. So you open till 5 from Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So you were slaving Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie. I've been working a lot here recently too, but also my other job does involve a whole lot more calmness to it. No, not a whole lot of picking up and moving of heavy objects since I work at a smoke shop. That shit sounds illegal.
I mean,
it probably was.
I mean, by this time I was 16, 17. I was in junior year. Oh
yeah.
So I was like 17, and I mean, I loved my job.
Yeah.
I really did love my job.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm not saying that you did it. I'm not saying that you didn't. But 12 working 5 12s at Sonic is insane. If anybody has ever worked at Sonic that has seen this, that's crazy.
No, it was a lot, and I worked by myself. Like now, I still work at Sonic, and now we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 people there in the mornings. No, like me and my dad would open, and this lady named Patty would come in the kitchen, and my dad would do all the GM stuff, in the mornings, counts, whatever he had to do, and I would car hop by myself, and I literally I made $60 a morning most mornings.
Oh yeah, that's something.
By myself,
yeah.
But I had 60 people who came to see me.
Yeah,
they didn't just come get their large Diet Coke. They came to get their large Diet Coke and see me and talk to me like.
Yeah, no, that's a. I was about to say, no, yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. I try to tell car hops that, like, even to this day. I'm like, bro, you always work in the afternoon, bro. You work in the afternoon every day. You work in the afternoon all the time. That's the same schedule. That's the same shift that you work. You're gonna fool around and see the same people. It's Thompson.
No, you are.
It's Thompson. It's only so big. It's really only.
Same thing with Aiken.
Yeah, it's really only so big. I remember always going outside and like people were surprised that I cared.
Right.
Like I used to go outside and I'd be like, "Hey, by chance, did you need like any ketchup or napkins or anything?" And they're just like, "No."
I mean, especially in Thompson.
They're just looking at me crazy, and they're about to cry because like. And there was one lady. She was really, really pissed. Really, really pissed at first. She didn't cuss. She didn't get too outrageous, but she was very disrespectful though. I go outside, and once again, I am nice. I didn't do the sarcastic nice. I didn't go out there and be like, "Oh, since you and me, hey, how are you?" No, I didn't do that. I went outside and I was
hey, how are you? Like
I went outside and I was actually nice. And I said, "Hey, how you doing? Are you doing okay today?" That lady immediately cried and said no. She had just lost a family member.
Right.
Like, just lost a family member. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who am I to go out there to, like, throw their food in their face?
Yeah, I can't even tell you how many regular customers I've had. Like, how many people have actually cried to me. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. If I was
we've cried together because we, like... I mean, we're at a fast food restaurant, but, like, we know each other. We see each other every morning, and we know each other,
Right. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a car hop working the same hours as you two, I'd probably be making $1,000 a week too.
Oh, I was making bank, and I saved it, but like obviously,
especially
being in high school, I went on trips, I went to concerts and things like that, so I would spend it. But Like,
Yeah, you would.
if I would have known now what I know, if I would have known then what I know now about saving money, I probably could have been like,
Well, I don't know
had a
how
good bit of money, you
I
know?
don't know how I feel about that though, because that's the crazy part. Because like we're talking, me and you are talking about, doing the little money thing with Remy. You know what I'm saying? So like saving up money so that when she does turn 18, we can send her off with something or something like that, depending on whether, for some odd reason, if it's the military, college, or just to work at Sonic, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we send her off. But like I just don't know if you were gonna think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know any 16-year-old. Like don't get me wrong, I've got a few damn good friends who are good at saving money. Connor is one of them. Connor's really good at saving money. But like I don't know anybody at 16 who can grasp what they're about to walk into in life. They can't grasp it. It's like and like no matter how we prepare for it, it's gonna hit you like a truck. It's gonna hit you like a truck. So I don't know if you could have did it any better. You were 16. Even if you traveled back in time for some odd reason and ran into yourself, you probably still wouldn't listen. But I think that's just the way it is, though.
No, but it also, like, I did learn from it as I kept going. So, like, I don't regret it. Because now I know, like, how to save money, how to spend money, how to...
Yeah, I was telling somebody about it the other day. It's just like how are you walking away from situations differently now? You know what I'm saying? Like you walked away from having money like that and then, spending it on stuff. You walked away with, okay, now I know I got to save for 30-year-old me because nobody cares about 30-year-old you yet.
Right. Like my parents was still...
You're not there yet.
I was working 50 hours a week basically, but my parents would still, like, if I was going on a trip, they'd be like, here's half of what you would take. If I was taking 300, they give me 150 and I'd take 150 because I was still like, their child and they wanted to take care of me. But now we don't have that now.
You were their child and they wanted to care.
We don't have that now. Like it's us, it's me and you. That's it.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
and our two kids that we have to take care of. We have to take care of them now.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the hardest part. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
We're leaving the topic.
Before we even get there.
So
talking about how we doing it from the ground up.
Going back.
Before we get there, bucko.
You want me to go back to what we're talking about?
Yeah. So you said...
I worked a lot. Right. And then my dad ended up, I don't remember exactly what happened, but my dad ended up quitting Sonic.
Right.
He was just kind of over it, and just like I've been doing this for like 13 years.
Right.
And I guess he was just over it, and he walked in one day and he said, I quit. I love you. I'll see you at home. And I was like, okay, bye. And then I was like, you what? You quit? Like what? So... anyways, everybody came to me, they're like, oh my God, are you going to quit? Like your dad quit? Like, are you going to quit? And I was like, no, this is my money and I enjoy my job, So, I ended up my dad, and, I still live with my parents. So, senior year of high school, we moved back to Thompson, like August-ish. So like basically the beginning of my senior year. And,
you didn't go to school.
No, I'd still doing the online school.
The crazy part about it was that at this point in time, me and you are in the same town and basically enrolled at the same school, and we had never seen each other because you were still homeschooled.
Right. Yeah. So, but I did transfer to the North Augusta Sonic, and worked there.
You're driving 40 minutes for work?
Yeah, I was driving 45 minutes for work, and my dumbass went and bought a 2015 Jeep Wrangler. This is 2016. I went and bought it, or this is like 2017. Yeah, because I graduated 2017. I went and bought a 2015 two-door Jeep Wrangler, jacked it up, big tires.
To drive 40 minutes to work. Great job.
Yeah. soft top with a light bar on it, so all you heard was like as you're like driving down the interstate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was terrible, and I was like, and I just basically, by the time I got to North Augusta, I was kind of like, I worked for GM. She doesn't work for the company anymore, and like she took care of me. She made sure, she taught me and stuff, but I was basically a manager without being a manager, and I wasn't getting manager pay, and I mentioned it a few times, and nothing changed, and I was like, you know what? I was like...
How long did that take? Was that like you woke up on a Thursday, you went to work, you told them about it, and did that take you a month?
Yeah, I stayed a few more months. I mean, I would literally... I remember I worked like 14 hours and then got up and worked another 14 hours. Basically I'm still a senior in high school, but I'm not going to school, but I'm working these hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not getting the pay for it, and my Jeep Wrangler payment was like $572 a month. So that's like what, one check we still made
about $525.
Yeah, we didn't make shit back then as a car hop. So we definitely didn't
make
what they make now.
So you weren't even making like crew leader pay then? Like you weren't even making like
I was making $6 because that was my raise, was $6. And I was like, yeah, I need a raise. And then I was making $8. So before I left, I was making $8. So like one check was my freaking car payment.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
So you were living off the tips, really?
Yeah. So I was like, I can't drive here anymore. I'm not getting this, whatever. I'm just...
And then you're also driving
Wash my hands.
You're also driving a Jeep.
Yeah.
Too. So 2 days of work was gas.
Yeah.
You were getting paid like 3 days of work a week.
Yeah. So then I do you want me to go like further into my work history, or like what I did next, or do you just want to do what brought me to Thompson?
I guess what brought you to Thompson.
Okay, so yeah, that would be kind of where my journey ends there. Like, we're living in Thompson now.
What you mean?
But, I mean, actually, I could continue on with my work because that's how we met.
Okay. I didn't know what else you meant by further work history. I really didn't.
Like, continue.
Because as far as I know, it was only Bonefish and then Sonic, and then
no,
I was here.
No. Like when I left Sonic, I left for Chick-fil-A in the mall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Just, dwindle it down there, bucko.
Yeah, so then I went to Chick-fil-A in the mall. And then I worked there for a little bit. And I really did enjoy it at first. And I worked up front, and then I worked in the kitchen. And then, I started training to be a leader. Because they literally have, like, a million different steps to becoming a manager at Chick-fil-A. Like...
Wow.
You can literally do the smallest thing, and you're a crew lead, and you're shift lead, and you're this, and then you're that, and then finally you're a manager. But you'll never be a director because you have to, like, buy into that. So anyways, I knew that's not where my future was going to be, was in a Chick-fil-A. But anyways, I was like, dang, this is not paying enough for my Jeep. And I'm still driving to Augusta because it was in the mall, which is like a, 25-minute drive from Thompson to Augusta.
Why Chick-fil-A? Why Augusta? Why the hell in the mall?
I just found it on Indeed, and they called me back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So then, I was in Starbucks one day. Me and my friend that worked at Chick-fil-A with me. We were in Starbucks, and we were just talking and be like, "Oh my god, it'd be so cool to work here." Like before our shift at Chick-fil-A, we'd be like, it would be so fun to just work at Starbucks. And the lady was like, "You want a job?" And me and her were like, "Shit, why not?" Like, okay. And so she called me, or they called us, or we went for an interview. Both of us got the job, but the lady actually offered me a basically general manager position at Starbucks. Like, I would go train and everything. Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't be in the mall. It would have been in North Augusta, and the pay would have been good for that time. Mm-hmm. And for me, being, 18, 19 at this point, yeah. Like, that would have been crazy being a general manager at Starbucks. But I was like, I can't do that just because that's North Augusta. I don't want to drive that far again. It wouldn't be worth it for me in the end, but it really would have been cool. But I did end up taking the job at Starbucks just as a barista, and I loved working at Starbucks. That was, like, my favorite. I didn't make shit as a barista, but it was fun. Like, I loved it. It's actually the only job I've ever been fired from because I had a dentist appointment, and I tried so hard to get somebody to cover my shift, and my manager was kind of a dickhead. She really was. She was super passive-aggressive and just, like...
Yeah, no.
No, she was a bitch.
Yeah, no, that's the only issue, though. That's the issue that I got with, like, these bigger corporations is that these supervisors don't really be doing their jobs for the most part. And it's the fact of the matter is that, like, you know what I'm saying, my ability to move up, move around, get fired and not get fired is based upon this one person that they leave in the store 24/7. Like, nobody comes to watch them work. Nobody comes to say anything to them. A bunch of good people are quitting, and nobody's doing anything until it goes bankrupt.
Well, the bad thing about
you know what I'm saying?
The Starbucks I worked at was that the GM was a bitch. Not only was the GM a bitch, but the supervisor was like 10 times more of a bitch. So she would actually come and like sit in our Starbucks and like do work. The supervisor would. You know, she would go to whatever Starbucks I guess she had. I don't know exactly how they were supervising.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Before she continues, if any of y'all working at an establishment with a horrible boss, bro, nothing is gonna get fixed until you quit. I would quit. I would quit. I've quit a couple of jobs, and I'm usually the first person to quit something that is absolutely horrendous. There's usually a few people, but every time I've quit somewhere, there's always been a few people behind me, because I usually quit for a reason. I'm not just gonna work for just anybody, bro. Don't go in there for $10 an hour, $7 an hour, $12 an hour, and just to get like beat up on, dog. If someone's gonna yell and cuss and scream at you, dog, make $100K while doing it. Don't, like, what are we talking about? Like, you getting yelled and screamed at for like $7, $10, $15 an hour, dog. Like, be for real. Be for real. Quit. Make a difference at your job. Please. Please. But go ahead.
So anyways, and then I left Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. I left Chick-fil-A actually before I got fired from Starbucks, just because they kept putting me in the back. Yeah, I love this one. Talking about that. They kept putting me in the kitchen by myself on a Wednesday in the mall. And I don't know what it was about Wednesdays in the mall, but it's wild. It's like just the zoo in there. And so I would be in the kitchen during lunch by myself on a Wednesday, and they kept doing it, and they kept doing it, and they kept doing it, and they kept doing it. So eventually, you know, I got tired. Like, I just couldn't keep up anymore because I kept doing it and wearing myself out. And one day the director, he was in the back office on the computer, and he comes up there and the screen's like in red, like 4 orders in red. Mm-hmm. And I'm by myself in the kitchen, and I don't know if you've ever worked at Chick-fil-A, but you bread the chicken yourself, you cook the chicken, like,
I was about to say, no, this isn't
not
like
only that, but like you're breading the chicken over here, you're cooking the chicken over here, you're cooking the fries over here, and you're assembling the sandwich over here. So it's just a lot.
Yes.
And like, obviously, you know, you have hold standards. You're not going to hold a shit ton of food. And he comes up front and he goes, "You're just really sucking today." Excuse me? I'm just really sucking today?
But see, I'd have said so many words to him, dog.
I was like, this isn't it. So I quit. And then I got fired from Starbucks. And but luckily I had already started working at Bonefish, which was like my first serving job. Fine dining restaurant. Really nice. Again, the dude was a dick. He was an asshole. The managers were nice, but the guy who was operating it was terrible. Like, literally yelled at me, like, while I was pregnant. I was pregnant while I was working there, and he, like, yelled at me, and I was just like...
You can say his name. You can say his name.
His name was Ben.
Yeah, you can say everybody's name, actually. You can say everybody's name, actually.
Ben was like...
Because I hope these people do not continue to have jobs.
He got fired. Not till, like, a few years ago, he got fired. And I was literally like, yeah, good for them. Like, good for everybody working there. Because Bonefish, I mean, I made good money, dude. I worked 2 nights a week after I had Remy. And, I mean, I got to spend time with her, and I was making $800 a week, working 2 nights a week. Like, I could not complain about the money there. Like, at that time.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Bonefish hiring, right?
But, yeah, it depends on you. And, once again, I made regulars. I was a girl. I made sure I did my makeup. I made sure I did my hair. Like,
I don't got titties.
You know, especially when I worked in the bar. When I worked in the bar, like, that was, like, the money making. Because, you know, Bonefish is fine dining, but if you work in the bar area, they're all fucked up. They spend.
You can call it fine dining. You can call them niggas anything you want to. They drunk.
They were coming to spend $150 on drinks at Bonefish, getting fucked up because it's classy. It's Augusta. It's the only thing classy to them, you know. So, but you know, you'd be like, "Hey, y'all!" Like, not, you know. It's not like, "Hey, is this your first time at Bone?" I mean, you're supposed to do that, but no, I did that shit in the bar.
I mean, well, no.
Cater to your guests. Read your guests.
It wasn't like it's one of those things. It's like, bro, like read the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like read the room. Like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to read the room.
Being a good server is reading your guests, knowing who wanted that type of treatment and who was there to like have a good time and eat and drink. You know, eat good food, drink good drinks. So, anyways. And then my dad came back to Sonic. He went back to Sonic and he came to the Thompson store. And he was like, "You want to come work a few nights?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally." Like,
I pooed it.
Oh, okay. I was like, "Yeah, totally." Like, duh, I love Sonic. So, yeah, I'll go car hop and make some money. And, yeah, so then I ended up there. And then I quit Bonefish and started working full-time at Sonic.
Why?
Because I liked Sonic, and I knew there was career in Sonic for me, and I had a kid. And I was like, yeah.
Career?
Yeah.
You could have just worked 3 days at Bonefish.
Yeah, but it was like, it's not consistent money. It wasn't consistent money.
Okay.
And it wasn't like, you know, some weeks you had bad weeks. And it was annoying.
Well, yeah, I can understand. It is still the
The guy was a dick.
Waitering.
Like, it's not enjoyable. So anyways, yeah, so I came back full time to Sonic, and then here you come in one day, walking in, and
you said, I didn't know what you were talking about that for. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You came in, and like, I'm just there working on the fountain. I remember this. I remember it 100%. I do not have a good memory, so it's crazy that I remember this. I was working on the fountain, and you came in with those fat-ass blue Nikes on. They were so ugly. Gray sweatpants and a Sonic shirt. And you were, like, coming to get your job back. Or either it was your first day back, and you were, like, coming in, you were going to change your clothes or whatever. And you were like, "Hey, I'm going to be your favorite coworker." And I was like, okay. I guess.
Yeah, I tell everybody that. I tell people that to this day still, actually. Those Nikes weren't fat. Okay.
They're fucking huge.
Bruh, no. By foot speed. That's what it is.
They're still huge on a small foot.
Probably. But, alright, so that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I love how you had to mention the size of my shoes. But it's okay, though. It's okay, though.
I was like, what the fuck is he wearing?
So the thing about it, the thing about that day was, I think I was actually coming back to like finish up some paperwork.
Yeah,
I already talked to him through Blake. I believe your dad also ended up going ahead and giving me a raise as well too, beforehand, because there was a raise that I was supposed to get from Jerome or something before I left, but there was a raise that is something that I was supposed to get from when I left that first time. but it took a minute. It took a minute to get it. It took a minute to get the opportunity. But looking back on it at that moment, at the time being, I was like a little immature, but also nobody was there helping me. Everybody was there telling me I was immature. That was it. That's all the information that I got. It wasn't like, oh, you're immature, do this to be mature. No, it's like, oh, you're immature. That's it. It wasn't. It was never. It was never do anything better. It was never put this. It was never talk to this person this way. It was never do that, do that, or that. It was just you're immature. And I was like, oh, okay, great. That's wonderful. That's good. That's good. That's good to damn know. I'm glad everyone agrees on that. But what are we gonna do about it though? What is anybody gonna say about it?
What's making me immature?
Like what's the thing? But obviously it took me screwing up a lot, of course, because I didn't really have there was nobody there. I had no guidance then, none whatsoever. Cause by this point in time I had just moved back from Florida not too long ago. This was right after my mama started this is right after drug abuse became part of my mom's life. And she started abusing drugs and stuff like that. And then I started living with my we moved back up, and then I started living with my grandmother, and I remember the feeling. It was so confusing. It was really, really confusing. I wasn't. It's like I'm a mama's boy, and it's not like I didn't want to be around my mom. I love my well, first off, she was a single parent anyway, so I was a mama's boy. But when it came to it, I wanted to go stay with my nana. It was just I just knew I didn't want to do that, and never did it really thoroughly go through my mind because I didn't want to think about it.
Right.
So I never had really comprehended why I wanted to stay at my grandma's house, but I did go stay at my grandma's house, and more than likely it was because my mama was doing drugs, of course. And all I can think about now is what my little brothers, what they were doing and what they were going through and how everything was happening since I wasn't there. Because I was helping do a lot with them, and since there was drug abuse, and if she came home and she took a little extra that day and just couldn't move, I mean, we all just couldn't sit there and stare around with empty stomachs.
Right.
Somebody had to feed somebody. Somebody had to do something. So I had to make sure they ate before they went to bed. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that they went to bed on time. I always went in my room and cut on King of the Hill whenever the internet was working. We're also living in Florida, and we're also living in a trailer park, so weather kind of made that kind of hard. Of course, there would be a full blown hurricane about 7 football fields away, and then boom, sunshine out of nowhere.
Right.
That's that.
You're
Florida
talking about
weather.
Florida, right?
Yeah, that's that Florida weather.
Yeah.
Boom, sunshine.
I visited Florida.
Just out of absolutely freaking nowhere. But yeah,
you were talking about meeting me.
But yeah, I had came back from there, and then I came back from there. I was
You're talking about
junior year.
Immature.
Junior year of high school. Junior year of high school is what it was for me. I think at the moment. No, it wasn't. I was out of school.
I was about to say, when we met, you were not in school, so.
I came back then. That happened. And then I had graduated. Not working at Sonic. And I told everyone that my plans at the moment in time were to go to the military. I was supposed to go to the Navy. I had did everything and I had set up everything for that because everyone around me was like, okay, that's the perfect idea. We don't have to worry about where he is. Nobody has to and nobody has to take care of him, of course, because we don't want that responsibility. So he can go off to the Navy and just whoever's out there, they'll figure it out. He'll have a home. He'll make money. He'll be fine. And that's because everybody was okay with that. Everybody was content with just giving Rayvon away to that.
Yeah, but anybody who knew you should have known that would have been a terrible idea.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I decided not to go. but I decided not to go very last minute.
Thank God.
So it was very horrible. Probably one of the worst times in my entire life. Probably one of the worst times in my entire life. I laid down at my friend's house because I'm staying at my friend's house. I'm staying with his mom and everything, and it's just like, what's the plan? Like what do you go back home and tell everybody now? Because everyone wants you to make money immediately. You need to go work at the local track. You can't go make money at Sonic. You got to go make money at the local Tractor Supply. You gotta go to school or something like that. I didn't have none of those options, and that's not what the hell I wanted to do in the first place. And I truly believe that I did not have to work a job that I did not want to work. There are too many jobs for me to be working any damn thing that I do not want to work.
Right.
So I did not want to do it, and it was by far some of the worst times. Like, it was one of the worst times of my life. By a long shot, cause I felt like everyone was looking at me. I felt real ashamed of myself. I don't know. I don't even know when I came out of that depression, but I did. Praise God. I get back to, and then I'm thinking about a job. I don't want to go back to Sonic, and then Blake calls me, and it's like, "Hey, bro, I think it's this cute girl car hopping." Oh, wow, that'd be pretty crazy if Kalina saw this. I don't even know if I told Kalina this. That'd be hilarious. He's like, yeah, it's this cute girl working up at Sonic. I was like, for real? He was like, well, I don't really know if she cute because, I mean, I've only seen her a couple times and she's always had on makeup, so I don't really know. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to come see for my damn self. So I'm coming up there messing around, but I ended up coming around and getting my job back. Walked in, talked to your dad the first day, and then I saw you walking around, and I was like, I can make it work.
You did not.
I can make it work.
It was like love at first sight. Don't even lie.
I can make it work. And
It was like love at first sight. Don't even lie.
man, you know me. I was out there on the hole. You know.
What hose?
Hey, they know who they are. Oh my bad. I'm joking.
Anyways.
I'm joking, but I did. So I did tell you I was gonna be your favorite coworker or whatever, and then got the job back, got that little bit of raise or whatever. Started working there again. I started working like a lot more. Ended up getting
Trying to impress me.
Ended up. Yeah, and then I walked in and I made a TikTok with you or whatever, and then I had made a TikTok with her, and then what I did is that I was like, damn, bro, I need something to send you the TikTok on. I was like, what's your number?
No, I was like, we made the TikTok together, and I was like, oh my God, you have to send me that.
Yeah, and so since she was like, oh, okay, I really need the video type deal, I was like, I'm a genius, of course. So I told her, I was like, let me get your number instead of obviously just getting your TikTok and sending it through TikTok.
Right.
I got your number instead. And I had texted you and I sent it to you, but you weren't going for it. She really wasn't going for it at all.
No, because that week later or whatever, Des was like.
Yeah, and then a week later, Des was like, Dez, I was telling, so Dez is somebody who we work with, and Dez was just straight up. Dez is very direct.
Yeah, she's gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah, she was like, hey Jazzy, Rayvon said he like you, right here. We're all, it's like Dez.
There's a counter, and I'm on the other side, and him and Dez are standing next to each other.
Dez are Dez right here in between us. We're not very far away from each other at all. All of us can hear each other talking and stuff. She said, hey Jazz, really like you, and then your country ass said.
What I was either like, what did I say? I was like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, you said, oh, that's so sweet, and then I was like,
no, I didn't say sweet.
Cool.
I said something else. No,
you said, oh, that's so cute or something. I was like, all right, cool. Whatever.
No, it was a little bit more asshole-ish than that. It was like, not a chance or something like that. Wasn't it? Wasn't I like not a chance?
I don't know. I'm glad you
Or
find
either I
it
was
so
like-
funny. So glad you
Or
find it so
I was
funny.
like, oh, that's so cute. I love that for you.
I'm so glad you find that so funny. But either way, Jazzy said some slick shit like that, and so I was like, yeah, no, okay. So I knew that was done.
But you kept texting me.
I knew that was done, but I didn't know. No,
Mhm. Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
know. I did not.
Yes, you did. I did not text you. I didn't go to my way to text you.
I'm saying though, but like, I didn't. I did. I texted you like a little bit.
No, you weren't like, hey, 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 hey. Like, I wasn't ignoring you. Like, I was obviously texting you back.
Yeah. She was. That was the crazy part. It was just that like I had texted her one day and she texted me back, and that's the thing. After hearing something like that, I wasn't expecting a text back. And if I did get a text back, it would be like a week later and be like, "Oh my bad, I just saw this," and then I would text back, and then she would not text me again. Right? I thought that's how I was gonna play because that's usually how it played out.
Right.
But I texted her and then I waited 3 days and then I texted her and then she texted me back again and I was like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, am I allowed to even? I didn't think I was even a player in the game. Like, I didn't even think I was in the game, but apparently I was.
There was no game for me at that time, though. Like,
No,
I
I'm
was
saying,
not.
like not in that sense, but just like I wasn't even going up to bat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, like, we were just texting as friends. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then I go on the cruise. And we're like texting. And like I'm like sending you pictures of me. Like the dress I wore and stuff to the dinner. Because I was like, oh, I look so hot.
Yeah.
And I sent you that picture and you posted it on Snapchat. It was like Woman Crush Wednesday. And I was like, oh my God. Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you did. I was like, what is happening right now? But I don't know. I guess I kind of liked it, and then came home and we were texting one day, and you were like, I need a haircut. You remember?
Yeah.
You're like, I need a haircut, and I was like, okay, like, where do you go get one? And you were like, well, I don't have a ride, and I was like, shit, I'll take you to get a haircut. Like, I'm not doing anything. Like, whatever. Like, just being a nice person. That, like, I really was. Just planning to be a nice person. But, yeah. And then it ended up kind of, like, being like a date.
You were being a nice person.
Yeah.
Taking a nigga to get his haircut. Talking about being a nice person. What it kind of, what? Talking about being a nice person. That's what you call being nice? I mean, you not to be nice to people.
What?
If that's the case.
I literally, you were like, I need a haircut. And, like, I was like, okay. Like, I'll come pick you up and take you to get a haircut. Whatever.
Yeah, you
But
like
then-
me already, bro.
Yeah, obviously,
like me,
I definitely was kind of, like, feeling you or whatever. And because the same day, this, like, kind of turned into a date, right?
Yeah.
And then I took you home.
Is that that same day?
Yes. This is, like, the first time we hung out. And I take you home. And you get out of the car. And you're like, all right, bye. I'm like, all right, bye. And you're like, well, this is my favorite. And you were walking up the stairs. And I rolled down my window. I said, Raymond. And you, like, turned around. You're like...
All right, now, but just chill.
Yeah, I could see it in your face. Your heart. Were you not?
It was just chill. But just chill.
What, when I called your name, what did you, like, feel like?
I don't know. It really was kind of like a little. It was a little jitter at first. It was definitely a little jitter at first. And then once you actually asked me a question, my heart actually physically dropped.
Yeah, because what did I ask you? I said, are you not going to kiss me?
No, you said, do you want to kiss me?
Oh, no, I was like, do you want to kiss me?
Hey, Raymond, do you want to kiss me? I was like,
Who was I? Like, that was so...
I was like, I guess. I don't know.
You get?
Nah, I didn't guess. I knew. Yeah, I knew. So we did kiss that first day over there.
Yeah.
Crazy part about it was nobody really saw it because nobody was home that day. Although I was living with like 3 other people. But nobody was home at the moment of time being.
But it was just a kiss, and then like left, and then God, what?
And then 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, what? You moved in with me a month afterwards. You needed somewhere to stay, and I told my dad, and my dad literally told you, like, you were like, oh, I'm going to sleep in my car.
Yeah, no, I was like...
And my dad, like, pulled you aside and was like, no, the fuck you're not.
Well, no, you had... Nah, yeah, I mean, no, you... Well, you had called me. He had called me. And then, he had called me and told me to come. Like, he didn't really ask. Like, he told me to come.
Yeah, there was no, like, hey, there was no suggestion for you to stay. No suggestion for you to stay. It was like...
Yeah, well, he didn't
you're
try to...
staying at my house.
He didn't hit me with the whole little droopy, like, yeah, you stay if you need something. It was just like, nah, yeah, just come on over the house. And, like...
You were, like, planning on it being, like, just a few-week thing until you found somewhere.
Yeah,
an apartment.
Yeah,
like, we were looking for you for apartments.
Yeah, me and Blake were gonna move in together, which was honestly looking back on it was, I mean, I'm not mad at what we went through, but it was the best idea. It would have, if I would have did it properly, we would be in a little bit of a better position than we are in today. Even though we are highly blessed to be in the position that we're in today.
But yeah, that's you say that every time. Like, oh, it probably would have been better. We would be better off. But like what we went through and what happened to us over these past 3 years was for a reason. Like God knew what He was doing. There was a reason I didn't get an apartment together.
The reason I'm saying it though is like I don't think He made my bad decisions for me. You see what I'm saying? Because I mean, you made a lot of bad decisions moving in with each other.
Right, I mean, yeah, that definitely was not
moving
a month after knowing.
Well, moving in and staying, after was a bad decision.
Like, were we even dating yet? Were we even like officially girlfriend and boyfriend when you moved in?
Pretty sure.
Okay, so yeah, but
I mean, I don't.
It was a week, but it was like a week.
For me, yeah. I don't know about you. I know you. You know.
No, remember, like when you officially asked me, remember? Because it was like. It was so sweet. It was May 2nd. No, and you and Connor had came over to my mom's house for, like, some reason. And we were, like, saying bye and, like, hugging and stuff. And I think you were, like, actually picked me up and were, like, holding me. And there was a shooting star.
Yes.
And then you asked me to be your girlfriend. And, like, put the shooting star in it. It was so cute. Look, I'll get tears in my eyes. So sweet. It was like not, I mean, you know, usually it's like, hey, you want to be my girlfriend? Hey, you want to be my boyfriend? You know? But it was like a shooting star. Will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
So it was cute. But yeah, and then so like a week, I think, after we started dating, you moved in. So it was like a month of knowing each other. No, we knew each other for 3 months.
Yeah, we hadn't knew each other a little longer than that. Yeah.
And then a week after. What is it with us in 3? We knew each other for 3 months, and then you asked me to be your girlfriend. We dated for 3 years, and then you asked me to be your girlfriend. I mean, your fiancé.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the next 3, won't we?
What, are we going to wait to get married? We're going to be engaged for 3 years?
Ain't no telling.
All right.
Ain't no telling.
But yeah, I mean, you moved in, and it was like, it was a crazy 3 years. It really was.
Yeah, no, by far it's been some wild ones, but you know, like you were saying, and this is just like the tip of the iceberg, really. You know, this is just, well, really, this is just part of the mountain. Not even really the tip. This is just part of the mountain. So a lot has happened since. We are recording this in the comfort of our own home. Literally, we're in the bed. I don't know if there's anything else you need to see. I'm in the bed. So yeah, that is the that is the story of how we met.
Yeah. It's crazy. Are we gonna like go into the story of like our relationship or?
Nah, I would say that for another.
Yeah.
One. Say that for another. Don't want to hit them with everything at once.
Yeah, because that is a lot.
Don't
A lot.
Don't want to hit them with everything at once. What? Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. But guys, yep, no. Yeah, but that's how we met, though.
And here we are.
That was, and here we are in 2023 with a little one on the way, a 5-year-old in that other room over there, who's not feeling too well tonight. But she's getting better though. It's just that time of the year again for people to start feeling a little wonky, feeling a little sick, you know.
Yeah, everybody. I swear everybody's sick.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that all of a sudden just kind of pops up and happens, but you know.
This is like the worst time for me to get sick though. Like I could literally have a baby any day now, and I'm like getting sick.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I know, but it worries me.
You'll be fine. I don't know. I don't understand worry. You know me. You know me. I don't understand worry. I don't worry about it until I get there. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. I had somebody on the phone with me today talking about something. Hey man, you know, don't stress till the baby get here. And I'm sitting down like.
Yeah, everybody asked me, "Are you like?"
It's just like, why am I stressing? The baby's not here yet. The baby's not here.
What's Rayvon feeling? Like, what's his? Is he scared? Is he nervous? Like, I don't know. Like, I think we're just ready for her to be here. We're ready to meet her and see her face.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I just. It's like that. That's the kind of thing that I was listening to. Like, you know me. I listen to podcasts. Obviously, it's kind of why I started one. One of the reasons why I really started one is because, like, you know, there's so much that I learned from podcasts, especially the Joe Rogan one in particular. You know, just the raw, the uncut. You know, they're willing to go on there and say anything about anyone and anybody and not be afraid of the system type deal. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I started the podcast, because we got to get back to people like listening. Because like one day I heard somebody say something, they was like, I forgot who that was. It was like, what I look like, watching someone else talk, and I'm like, aren't you the same person who scrolls through TikTok for at least like 45 minutes? You're talking about listening to someone talk. Maybe
you didn't go to school. Like, did you not go to school?
Yeah, like, dog, like,
do you not work a job? Are you not an employee?
Yeah, like, what are we talking about right now?
Do you not go to the grocery store?
Yes, like,
do you not watch TV?
Yeah, like, it's okay if like you tell me like, hey, I'm not that interested. Cool, don't watch it.
Right.
Don't watch it. That's cool. If you're not interested, don't watch it. The same way, like, I'm not like the U.S. Open would just happen with tennis or whatever. I'm not interested. I'm not watching. Like, what's the point? I don't know who's playing. I don't know who them folks is. I know Serena and Venus Williams. That's it. I don't know nobody else. Golf? I don't know nobody play no damn golf. I know Phil Mickelson. I know Tiger Woods.
That's like the only two people.
I know Tiger Woods. That's it. So if you're not interested, you don't gotta watch, of course. But you know, don't tell me, oh, I ain't got time to sit down and listen to people. What? Oh yeah. You do got time for it. You do got plenty of time for it. Because you'll be doing nothing anyway. You might as well sit down and listen to some people. Let some people talk. Because we've kind of forgotten how to talk. We really have. But, yeah. I mean, but, you know, I guess we got to get up in the morning, don't we?
Yeah, we have a doctor's appointment. Hopefully we find out, like, if this baby is coming in the next few days or not.
That's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, that is going to be very interesting.
I'm ready. Like, I'm probably not going to sleep because I, like, want to know. Like, we get to know, like, how big she is. Even though they say that it doesn't even, like, it's never accurate. Like, she could be 2 pounds smaller or 2 pounds bigger. But, yeah, we get to, like, know that and see her for probably the last time on a screen. Before we see her face in real life. Which is crazy.
Yeah, she's gonna be a little ball of fire for sure. For sure. Tell you what, our kids are gonna take the world by storm one day by doing some absolutely amazing things in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely
I
amazing
may
things
be
in the future.
biased, but our first kid is amazing.
I mean, call it what you want to, man. It's just about growth. It's about leaps and bounds. All kids come out being assholes, but like that's the whole entire point. I don't think anybody. I mean,
You
like
were an asshole.
a
I was
lot.
an asshole.
I mean, well, it's just that like that's how you're born.
Right.
Like it's just like the Bible says, "Oh, you're born. We're all born into sin," and that was kind of confusing. But if you watch them, we're literally born wanting to do all the wrong things in the beginning. We want to throw toys around the room. We
Right.
want to eat cookies all day. We
We want
want
to
to,
bite.
yeah.
Babies
They
want to bite.
said, they said bitch on the TV, and everyone laughed. I'm gonna call
Bitch?
my,
Like, what? Like, you're
yeah,
a bitch.
yeah. I'm gonna call my mom that now. You know what I'm saying? But like that's the thing. We're here to lead, guide, and direct them onto better paths, and not only better paths, but better than the ones that we already took. I don't want my kids to want to be like me. I want my kids to want to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? I want them to hit where I am. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. And I know that they're females, so it's gonna be in a different area per se. But yeah, for sure, absolutely. So everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? Keep praying for the little ones. Pray for the little ones everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The little ones who don't got a home, the little ones' parents who make excuses.
Not just the minors on an island
Yeah, not just minors on an island somewhere, but pray for all of them. Pray for better guidance. Our youth is very impressionable. They don't know racism until they see it. They don't know. Misogyny. They don't know lying. They don't know cheating until we give it to them, until we show it to them, until we nurture those bad habits. Don't we gotta not nurture those bad habits? But anything else you gotta say, babe? Before we make like a banana and split?
No, I feel like I've talked a lot for me.
For me. Yeah, no, she has. For her, yes, she has. No lie. No lie. Well, I guess we'll be seeing y'all on some different parts. We'll be seeing y'all like a part 2 and, in the comments or, I do have a lot of people who still like Snapchat me or like DM me on Instagram some different ideas. Please keep shooting those over. Let us know what you want to see me and Jazzy talking about the next go round, me and Josh in the previous
there's
episode.
So much for us to talk about.
Next go round. So yeah.
I feel like they definitely need to hear like the differences in our childhood and how now where we are.
Yeah.
Because we grew up literally completely different lives.
Yeah. Indeed we did.
Like we were both poor, but you were, like you grew up on a different side of poor than I did. Like,
Yeah, mine was just the effect of not having a dad, and then not only not having a dad, not having a complete woman because my mama did, and I don't mean that to disrespect my mother, but also it was like nobody was there for my mother. Then I didn't have a dad, so now once again my mother has nobody there for her, and now she has nobody there for her with kids.
Right.
So
I feel like that would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. That's more than likely what the next was gonna be. I feel like that's what most people are gonna say. But
Yeah.
But until then, I'm gonna stay away from drugs.
I'm having a baby,
That's
so
y'all
I'm
shit,
definitely
so,
gonna.
It's still freak vape. I'm also gonna start doing TikToks here soon too. After the little mic thing comes in, start doing those.
It's actually supposed to come in tomorrow or the day after. Yeah.
Using that mother tomorrow. I'm gonna do some people I'm gonna probably do some if I get a second, bro, I might do a regular.
You're gonna try to interview me. Are you gonna try to interview me during labor? Jesse, how is contraction feeling right now? Fuck off.
Nah, that would be a recipe. That would be a recipe for disaster for sure. Honestly, I'm just Ready to see what tomorrow brings. This will probably be posted tomorrow too. I'm probably going to post this tomorrow too to get more, just to keep getting more and more stuff out there. But we completely appreciate everyone's time today, all your thoughts, all your cares,
Support my man's
and
so
whatever.
we can get out the hood.
And so whatever, and just whatever you do, give it 100%. Don't go out there blindly every day, man, living in that blissful ignorance. Make yourself aware of the things around you and love God, and you'll be just fine.
Amen. Praise Jesus.
You,
Hallelujah.
is that it? That's all. That's it. That's all. And it has been another great one with y'all. Deuces. You gonna hit him with the, oh, okay. You're doing it. Okay.